HCAM News is supported by our viewers and by Hopkinton Drug, located in this historic New England town since 1954. They are a multifaceted store dedicated to providing clients with an array of healthcare options.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's edition of HCAM News. Tom Nappy here to fill you in with the latest happenings in Hopkinton. On today's edition of HCAM News, Hiller football meets up with Ashland for the 98th time on Thanksgiving Day. We have scenes from the annual Hiller Block 5K, plus much more. But first, engineering students at Hopkinton High School put their skills and brains to use to create devices that could be used by the police and fire department. Engineering students at Hopkinton High School worked hard the last few weeks designing useful contraptions or devices for the Hopkinton police and fire departments. First, the students met with both of the departments to discuss some of the needs of the department, and then they spent weeks designing to help with those needs. The Hopkinton Fire and Police Department then visited the class to take a look at the contraptions and determine the winner of the student showcase. HCAM News was on the scene to talk with some of the participants.
We have the hydro strap. It's a water bottle holder, and it was the problem that a lot of officers brought up to us was that they had nowhere to carry water with them when they were going on patrol, and it wouldn't always be the first thing on their mind because they were busy with all of their really important equipment. So and also their vest and their belt were already super heavy. So this was designed to be really light and not to be worn on the belt. It can be like the upper or lower leg depending on what you want. And so we got an adjustable strap to fit any leg. We also have a strap down here to make sure the bottle fits comfortably. And it's also a very light design. And I can put it on. And it just stays in place like that. Just move around like this, in place, grab it like that. It's designed to be worn for directing traffic or when you're standing around a lot, not necessarily running, but it could be used for running and it won't bounce around or it'll stay pretty secure.
Very cool. How long did you work on this for?
A few weeks. Yeah, a few weeks.
So this is our product. It's the hydro attachment, right? So, police, they're on the run, right? They don't really have time to just be carrying a water bottle with them, especially since they need to have both their hands ready so they can potentially hold a flashlight, hold a weapon, maybe, hold a walkie-talkie, whatever. So the point of this design is to be more hands-free. It just attaches to, the back or attaches to one of the many straps in the front, and the straw rests near your face. Best case scenario, you can keep it, it's kind of on your lip and be able to drink from it without having to use any sort of, hands or at all. But, worst case scenario, it's a very short, a little grab to bring it over to your face. And it's also form-fitted, so it slides in and out easily. It fits really well. And since it has the wooden casing, it's also really quiet when you're on the run, maybe chasing after somebody.
Is a leg strap designed to take the weight off of a police officer's vest and put it on their legs to reduce their lower back pain. You can strap onto your leg. It has a D-ring system, just like a football belt. And there's this little piece right here, which will fit right in here. And make a secure kind of attachment. This piece can hold a baton, but given time and resources, we could make any number of these pieces to hold any police officer's equipment, like a flashlight, a pepper spray, we've been working on this for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe.
So our problem was when police take the probe off their taser, it's hard to use because they have 2 hands full and they need another hand to do something else like using a baton or so. And to solve that, we made this, which is a clip, and it attaches onto the probe, so when you take it off, it like stays on. And with your other hand, you can do other stuff. Yeah, we made this out of 3D printed plastic, and we made a spring to attach it to the taser, so it's flexible.
Terrific. And how long did it take you?
We took a couple tries on this because we kept getting the measurements wrong. So, I don't like 2 weeks. Yeah.
So the problem we're trying to solve is batons falling off of the police officer's body while they're doing their duties, or the perpetrators being able to take the baton from a police officer and use it against them. So this is our solution. It's called the baton twister. It slips onto the belt of a police officer, and with this box that would usually be made out of leather, and then with the actual product it twists into this holder, and then it can just be removed for the police officer to use. But with the way it twists, it makes it more difficult for a perpetrator to be able to take it from them. And with the holder, it just makes it so it won't fall off of the person's body.
This is the Taser Blazer, and we focused on the Taser's prongs, really. We want to improve the penetration and the durability of the prongs. So, as you can see here, we made a 3D model on CAD. It's a software. And we went through a whole engineering process. So we first wanted to make a replica of the taser and use a firing model, but that was unethical. So then we made a prongs out of metal, but it's too sharp. And now we're making a lethal weapon, and we don't want to make it a lethal weapon, so we make a non-lethal weapon. And so instead we did it online on CAD, which is a 3D software, and yeah, so it really, we use titanium instead of, we use tungsten instead of titanium, since tungsten is more hard and it's more conductive, so it will be more efficient for each firing session.
And what we did differently on the CAD model was, instead of having one barb like on the model we made it less lethal by adding more barbs, but making it less sharp, so that way it can just lash onto heavy clothing and it won't hurt anyone. Because taser is supposed to be a weapon that cops resort to when they're trying not to cause any harm to their victims.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you.
Work. Did you have to do experiments to figure out the best material?
Yes, well, actually we want to do experiments, but like we said, it's really dangerous, right? We can't really shoot this across the classroom. So we want to do experiments, but we want to print this out, actually 3D print this, but it was too small, so we really couldn't. And we just have our, sub-prototype right here, so yeah.
This is a radio holder, so the radio can tend to fall off from the officer, so if the officer is in a dangerous situation, the radio can fall off. So some situations when the officer may need a radio is if there's a robbery in progress or if a car is stolen. So if an officer might need a radio to contact other police officers. This radio is very adjustable, so you can put it on any body part. For example, you can put it in your arm, so from your arm it's very easy to talk on the radio. And this radio is not limited to just radios. You can also put smartphones on this holder. So yeah.
Alright, so it's an L shape. So it goes into an L, and there's elastic bands to just grab onto the radio as shown here, and Velcro to just attach to the officer. So it's pretty flexible, and it doesn't really need any time to set up.
Alright, so it looks like a lot of hard work went into these cool inventions. What are you thinking about them?
I think they're awesome.
It's very evident that a lot of hard work went into this. It's pretty impressive to see what that our local kids are capable of.
And could you picture yourselves using any of this stuff?
Absolutely.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
A lot of them are really good ideas.
Yeah, there's a big theme on hydration today. That would go a long way towards long shift work. It's pretty heartwarming to see the kind of stuff that they were able to come up with.
You can get a further look at the great engineering and robotic work at Hopkinton High School by following teacher Doug Scott at Mr. Scottbot on Twitter. Hopkinton Middle School recently hosted the annual Hiller Block 5K. Here's a look at the festivities. This past Wednesday was a bit of a wet and cold day, but that did not stop Hopkinton Middle School students from taking part in the annual Hiller Block 5K road race. The event, hosted with the 26.2 Foundation, allows students to put their 5K training from their physical education class to the test. And the goal is to encourage good health, training, passion, courage, sportsmanship, and other important virtues.
Yeah, so the 8th graders at our school sign up for an elective program, and one of the electives is 5K training, so they've been spending the whole trimester training to run this race, and this is the culminating project.
And a bit of a really cool day, but it seemed like the kids still had a very good time running the course.
Yeah, I really we trained out in the rain because I knew it could rain this day, to get them ready for it. It's in a way of building resiliency, and they just did fantastic today.
Absolutely, and it seems like you got some fast kids in the middle school.
Definitely.
Out there on this rainy day.
It was very wet and slippery. The start was very muddy. Overall, it was a very fun course though.
That's terrific. And what was your time end up being?
18 minutes, 32 seconds.
That's excellent. And now, do you run regularly?
Yes, yeah, because I also play soccer.
Awesome. So you're going to go brag to all your friends that you won the race now?
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick time out, a whole lot more ahead. Don't go anywhere. HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance. Welcome back to HCAM News. Hiller football ended their incredible season by meeting up with Ashland on Thanksgiving Day for the 98th time in school history. Here's a look at what happened. Tom Nappy alongside Wally Henneberry happened to be on the call. Wally, happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you and everybody else.
Barazza in the backfield once again. Two receivers to either side. Takes the snap, back to pass. Looks upfield, throws upfield. It's caught at around the 32. That is hauled in by Paul Litcher. Paul Litcher to his left this time. Three receivers in tight to his right. Takes the snap, and he's going to hand it off. And look at this. That had me tricked for a little bit, but it's Seamus Murphy taking it to the house for the Hillers touchdown.
Yeah, wide receiver sweep coming around. Seamus Murphy, great play. using the wide side of the field, which I think is always a smart thing. You have more room to maneuver.
Snap, kick, and
No
it looks
good.
wide, no good. But the Hillers strike first. They lead it 6-0. It was a drive that ate up just short of 7 minutes. That is the end of the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, it's Hopkinton 6, Ashland nothing.
Try to hide the ball.
2nd and 4 from the 26. Flexbone war package once again.
Same play.
And this time it's going to be Cam Antonick on the keeper, and he's able to fight his way all the way to the 15. That's a 10-yard pickup. Dornell's going to line it up under center. Back to pass. Looks to his left. Wide open
Wide
receiver.
open.
It is caught. And that is a 9-yard touchdown connection with Kawan Amaral. Snap, kick, wobbly one, but it gets through, and Ashland takes the 7-6 lead. Snap, kick, and it's going to be a wobbly one, and
he muffed it.
Fumbled at the 30, and the Hillers got it! It's covered up by Eric Tujin, the senior.
Yeah, there's a muff punt there. Hit him right. It went right through his hands, hit him in the knees, and popped out to the Hillers.
2nd and 18. Litcher going to line it up out of the gun. Raza in the backfield, takes the snap, looks to his left, throws to his left, an absolute bullet to about the 36-yard line as it is corralled in by Paul Litcher. Probably something the Litchers practice at home, I think. And he's going to throw the screen to his right. Seamus Murphy taking it up the far side. And he gets close to the first down. Hillers saying they have it, and they very well may. We'll see where the refs mark it. The Hillers are certainly going to go for it here as they are in Ashland territory.
Just under 2 minutes to go in the half.
Litcher out of the gun, Carraza in the backfield, 2 receivers either side. Takes the snap, looks to up the middle, throws up the middle, and it's caught! Seamus Murphy! A 21-yard touchdown reception!
Yeah, right up the middle. Great play. Seamus Murphy lining up as a quarterback.
Here we go, Wildcat 2-point conversion attempt. Seamus Murphy gonna take it to the far side, and he's brought down short. Dornell's gonna line it up with an empty back set. Takes the snap, looks up the middle, gonna air it out to the left, and it's caught!
For a touchdown.
Wow! A last-second touchdown. That was Jerry Judge.
Wow, that's a killer. That's a killer. What a great throw.
That's a 43-yard touchdown reception. Defense.
And the kick is good.
And they will get the extra point. So just like that, momentum has flipped back to Ashland as they now lead it 14-12, and that is the end of the first half. What a game we have here,
Yeah, really.
Wally.
It's fantastic. Back and forth, like you said earlier. After the timeout to get one play, and they really turned it into a big one.
And they're going to put this one on the ground. It's going to be picked up at the 30-yard line. Here comes the return.
There he goes.
It's going to be a
There he
big
goes.
one.
There he goes.
See you later. The
There he
30, 20, 10 into
Touchdown.
the end
There you
zone.
go.
Eric Tujin.
That's it. That's how you get the momentum back, right there. That's a huge one.
Eric Tujin, a 70-yard kickoff return for the touchdown.
That's fantastic. Boy, we were worrying the whole half how the Hillers were going to come back out and get the momentum back, and boy, they did it in one play. Too, it's a big different story.
Fossbender's in the backfield. Litcher calls for motion. Petruni in motion from right to left. And he will take the snap, looks to the end zone, throws up the middle, it's caught! And the 2-point conversion is good.
No, he waved it off.
Wow! It looked from here like he got in, but the official going to say that Petruni never crossed the goal line. And let's see if they continue this flexbone formation. It's worked well the last couple of drives for Ashland. That is Cam Antonick lined up as the quarterback once again. Run up the middle, did the ball come out?
Ball's loose.
It looks like the Hillers may have it, and they do. Oh wait, no ruling yet. All right, there we go. Hillers
That's it.
recover.
That's it.
Takes the snap, he hands it off. Fossbender barreling up the middle, and a nice run there to about the 15. I've liked what I've seen out of Fossbender.
So have I.
Litcher takes the snap. Play action. Throws to his right. Seamus Murphy reaches up, pulls it down. Touchdown, Hillards!
Great play by Seamus Murphy to get his feet down, or a foot down inbounds. That's a great play right there. He went up high for it and came down with 1 foot in. Just enough.
The snap, the kick, and
no good.
It is
That was good. My eyes were deceiving me that time.
And the Hillards lead it 25-14. To his right is the captain, Liam Fleming. 3 receivers to his right. Takes the snap, rolls to his right. Canty is going to...
Intercepted.
It's intercepted. And I believe that was Carlos Linton. That was Braden Hicks on the interception.
That's all because of Devin Canty.
That was a huge hit delivered by Canty. When else could smell Canty coming or sense it?
He was running for his life, and just as he let go of the ball, Devin Canty just landed on him. It took Dwinells a little bit of time to get up, and I noticed a little bit of nice sportsmanship by Devin Canty coming back to check on Dwinells, making sure he was all right while he was on the ground.
Litcher going to line it up out of the gun. Peraza in the backfield. 3 receivers spread out to his right. Takes the snap, looks to his left, throws to the end zone, and was that intercepted?
Yeah.
It looks like it was. Ashland starting to move a little quickly offensively here, kind of like a hurry-up type of style.
Yeah, a little bit up-tempo here. First down here for Dwinells.
Up the middle he goes, brought down at around midfield. Plenty of yardage for the first down, about an 8-yard pickup, and that's likely going to be the last play of the third quarter.
That will be the last play of the third quarter.
Receiver spread out to his left, takes the snap, looking upfield, has time now under pressure, and he lost the ball! Loose ball, and it looks like the Hillards have it! And recovering the fumble, that is number 70, Evan Van Beek. Pushing over, takes the snap, here goes Peraza getting the call, finds some room, cutting to the near side, and he's going to keep straddling the sideline until he's finally pushed out of bounds close to the 10. Takes the snap, and it's Peraza getting the call, cutting to the near side, to the end zone, and in! An 8-yard touchdown run for Joe Peraza.
Yeah, we got really the difference today has been the turnovers, I think.
Now for the extra point, Avery Ravitch. Snap, kick, and it is good. And the Hillards lead it 32-14. Dwinells out of the gun, motion from right to left, and Dwinell's going to backpedal, looking upfield. That ball nearly deflected. Somehow gets it up the far side.
Intercepted.
It's intercepted! And on the pick, that is Andrew Budden. Dwinell's going to line it up out of the gun. Takes the snap out of the empty back center.
Batted down.
Pass batted. And was that intercepted?
Yes.
That was picked off. It is Brendan McGowan.
Batted down by Justin Sokol and caught by Brendan McGowan. And we've got a flag on the play here. He's all right. And only less than a half a minute to go, so. And that'll do it.
There it is. They run out the clock. And Seamus Murphy makes his debut at quarterback. And the Hillards pick up the win. 32-14. Impressive stuff by the Hillards. And Wally Ashland, after they scored 2 touchdowns in that second quarter, but the Hillards pitch a shutout in the second half.
That was it. Really, the tail of the game for me was the Hillard defense and the turnovers they caused. A lot of the points that we got was from turnovers, whether it was the 3 fumbles or the 2 interceptions, and that was all caused by the defense. And they really had Ashland working hard for their yards.
It's time to tell you about some happenings in town you should know about. Tonight from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the HCAM studios. It is live right now. It is the Elmwood School Project Community Forum. You can tune in on HCAM Ed as well as our YouTube page. Hopkinton Middle School Drama Club presents Beauty and the Beast Jr. The performance will take place on Friday, December 9th at 7 p.m., Saturday, December 10th at 7 p.m. Tickets just $15 for adults, $10 for students, and you can find more information on our website, hcam.tv. The Balance Advantage is a free exercise program at the Hopkinton Senior Center from Thursdays at 10:30 until 11. For more information, contact the Hopkinton Senior Center for the Balance Advantage, some easy exercise from the Matter of Balance workshop. Exercises are designed to help your balance by increasing range of motion, endurance, and flexibility. Classes are open to anyone. The Boy Scouts Christmas tree sale is happening right now over in the CVS parking lot. So if you're looking for a Christmas tree, head down to the CVS parking lot for the annual Boy Scout Troop 1 Christmas tree sale. Our picture of the week, the Hopkinton Hillers football team get a nice Thanksgiving win over the Ashland Clockers. The final score of the game was 32-14. The Hillers finished the season with 8 wins and 3 losses. Upcoming town government meetings include on Thursday, December 1st at 7 p.m., you can catch the school committee on HCAM Ed. Then at 8 p.m., it'll be the elementary school building committee along with the school committee. All will be live on HCAM Ed. For more information on upcoming town government meetings that'll air on HCAM, head over to hcam.tv/gov. And for more town government meeting information, you can head over to the town website at hopkintonma.gov. Believe it or not, we are out of time for this edition of HCAM News. For everyone at HCAM, I'm Tom Nappy. And don't worry, folks, we'll be back next week with a brand new edition Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. For all of us at HCAM, as always, we thank you for watching. Take care, be well, and we'll talk to you again soon. Hopkinton Weekly coming up next.